Hey guys, it's Taiga here. Before this video starts, I want you guys to click that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you know when all my videos come out. Enjoy! Hello my couplings, welcome back to another video. It's Taiga here. I am here on Crystalline. Where we left off, I don't really remember much from the last episode. But yeah, I'm continuing the story. I think this is where we left off. I'm not quite sure. But let's just go into it. A dull throbbing in my back pulls me awake. I hadn't fully appreciated the magic of mattresses until now. A yawn escapes and I stretch widely. Aside from the achiness, I actually feel well rested. I sit up and glance around. Zach leans against a tree with his head down. His hair covers his eyes, so I can't tell if they're open or closed. Regardless, his hands rest on the handles of his dischargers. Creepy. Looking around again, I fail to spot Lena. Liana? I forgot. Is it Liana or Leanna? Oh, God. I think it's Liana, but I could be wrong. Okay, where did she go? I think I hear a cry in the distance. Is that her? I should go investigate. Crossing over a hill, I see Liana practicing in an open field. She grips her blade in a fighting stance, her face stern with concentration. She swings her blade in a high arc, ending with a graceful spin. Judging by how fluid and accurate her movement is, it's clear she's dedicated many years to perfecting her craft. Her hair whips around her as she turns, but never seems to blow in her face. Even with heavy armor, her movements are still nimble, as if she's wearing no armor at all. I wonder if all of that has to do with her wind magic. Once she notices me, she lowers her sword.
Oh, sorry. Did I wake you? I moved out here so I wouldn't disturb you.
No, I was already up. I didn't see you at camp, so I came looking.
Gotcha.
Glancing down at my feet, I spot the beaming Pongo. Liana giggles.
Looks like you guys are best friends already.
Of course. The best of friends, isn't that right? The Pongo nods excitedly.
Poi.
It's pretty early. Do you always begin your mornings with a warm-up? Liana nods.
It helps me wake up and prepare for the day ahead. Also, it's become a part of my routine, so it just doesn't feel right when I don't do it.
I know what you mean. I can't really go through my morning routine from Earth here on Terra, and it feels a bit strange.
Right.
Liana looks down. The awkwardness creeps into the silence. She probably took that in a negative way, which wasn't my intention. That's okay though. I can always make a new routine.
New routine?
I unsheath my blade and grip it. This morning practice you do seems like a good place to start. She grins.
Considering how well you handled yourself yesterday, I'm curious to see what's the extent of your skill set.
I smirk. Only one way to find out. So what's the lesson today, senpai?
Sand pie?
Oh God. I shake my head. Never mind. She blinks, then refocuses and matches my fighting stance by raising her sword.
Since you already have some experience with the blade, sparring will be the best way to gauge your skills.
I'm ready. I don't want to end up hurting you. Let's do this then. Let's do this then. I frown. This hardly seems like a fair fight.
I won't use my wind magic.
Okay, that evens up the odds a little bit. Liana nods.
Besides, the goal of sparring is to train your skills, not to win or lose.
True! That's very true. Fair enough. I ready my blade in battle stance, which she matches. Liana dashes towards me. Her movements seem slower than what they were during the bandit fight. It seems like she isn't using her wind magic. Click the icons as fast as you can. What icons? Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Whew. That was a lot. Somehow I managed to keep pace with her. Every time I think I'm about to get the upper hand, her intensity increases until we're equally matched again. Even so, I could feel her holding back without using magic. Mage Knights are still a formidable opponent with the sword, especially if they're anything like Liana. We go back and forth with a few more swings until Liana strikes from above. I hurriedly block with my sword, but I lose my balance in my hurry, and I topple to the ground, landing on my back. Oof. Liana kneels down beside me.
Your fundamentals are solid. If you keep practicing, I'm sure you'll be a formidable warrior in no time.
That's pretty high praise when it's coming from you. She smiles and blushes. Liana extends a hand and helps me back onto my feet.
It would be better if I could watch you spar with someone else. That way, I can see your movement from different angles and give you better feedback.
No, not Zach. Unless the Pongo can use a sword, the only other option is Zach. I don't want to spar with Zach. He's gonna kill me. I look around and spot Zach leaning against a tree closer to our sparring location. He watches us with his arms crossed. Wait, how long has he been there? Liana rushes over to him.
Zach!
No.
Would you be willing to duel with him?
No. She points to me.
I'd like to get a better look at his technique.
He merely stares at her.
Oh, right. You need a blade.
Liana hands her blade to Zach. He takes it from her and inspects it.
What are the rules of the duel?
Standard spar. Be the first one to knock your opponent to the ground.
Zach nods and he heads towards the field. As Liana returns to me, we share a glance that was surprisingly easy. I guess it's not in a mercenary's nature to back down from a fight, even if it's a fake one.
Are you two ready?
No. I step a decent distance away from Zach and ready my blade. Yep. Zach continues to stand there. I look at Liana again, and she just shrugs. He nods.
Okay, begin.
I rush forward. And suddenly, I'm on the ground staring up at the sky with an aching pain in my chest and the wind knocked out of me. I groan.
Strange. I thought he'd last at least 2 shots.
Zach!
What?
Why did you use your discharger?
Why not?
Liana steps forward.
The whole point was to have a sword match with him.
You didn't list that as a rule.
Her frustration is evident in her voice.
Why else would I give you my sword?
Why did you give me your sword?
For you to use!
Oh my god. She snatches her blade back from Zach and heads over to me.
Are you hurt?
Yes, I'm hurt. My pride is hurt. My pride. So this is what it feels like to be emasculated twice. My gaze drifts past Liana to the blue sky behind her. At least the view is nice. Liana helps me up again.
The one and only lesson you need to know when fighting. Do whatever it takes to win.
As soon as he's done speaking, Zach turns around and heads back to the campsite. That sounds just like what the angsty badass MC of a JRPG would say. My suspicions were correct all along. Liana huffs.
Mercenaries can be so annoying sometimes.
I'm gonna say he's probably been through some heavy stuff. Mercenaries take on all sorts of jobs, including some really unsavory types. That probably influences their battle ethics and code for survival to be more brutal than others. Liana ponders my words.
That's true.
We pack up our things and clean up the campsite. Then we continue our journey. As we walk, we slip into a comfortable silence. Zach lingers behind Liana and I while the Pongo returns to his usual spot on my head. After a few hours, it doesn't feel like we're getting any closer. So, how long until we reach Illumia?
We'll need to stop at Raven Pass to restock and spend the night. But if we continue to make good time, We'll reach Illumia by midday tomorrow.
One more day of walking. If only I had brought my BitFit. I would have my daily steps done for a lifetime. I nod and we fall back into silence. By mid-afternoon, we arrive at the gates of a settlement even smaller than Meadow Hill Village. It's so pretty! Oh my god, look at it. It's so beautiful. I want to go there, please. The town consists of an inn and a few shops. The bare essentials. They probably only ever see travelers like us, people passing through on their way to Illumia.
Okay, we should stock up on supplies.
I'll be making a stop at the weaponsmith.
Zack passed the 2 holstered discharges by his side. Now that I think about it, I only saw him use one during the bandit ambush. The other one must have already been damaged.
I'll check out the shop since my weapons are okay on repairs.
I'll go with you. Liana smiles. Zack nods.
See you soon then.
He turns down another path.
Let's go.
Liana smiles back at me as she leads the way to the shops. Wait up! We find the general store with ease since the marketplace itself is quite small. In fact, I'm surprised by how busy the store is. I guess if you're the only general store around, business is bound to be good. As Liana picks out a couple items, I look around the shop. I notice people of all backgrounds wearing clothes ranging from the leather-eyed scene in Meadow Hill to intricate, I don't know what that word is, embroidered robes. They really do get all types of traveling through here. Once Liana is finished, I follow her to the counter to pay for our items.
Will that be all for today?
No. Yes. Liana nods.
Your total comes to 34 coins.
Liana's eyes widen.
34 coins for these? It should be at most 30.
The shopkeeper frowns apologetically. He doesn't seem too happy about the price either.
I'm sorry, miss. The goods themselves are only 20 coins. The rest of the cost is the 70% tax.
And I thought taxes in America were bad. I hope you at least get free universal health insurance and education with those taxes. Both Liana and the shopkeeper look at me in confusion. Liana furrows her brow.
I don't remember the tax being so high in the past.
The mayor only recently increased the tax.
But why?
Has no one asked why? It doesn't seem fair.
The man nods.
We did in the beginning, but then the mayor hired enforcers of the new law.
Ooh. Liana frowns but doesn't say anything more. The shopkeeper continues to look apologetic as he gestures at her items.
I'm really sorry about this, miss, but I don't have any other choice.
I understand. It's not your fault.
She hands over the coins.
Thank you for understanding. Safe travels.
As we head out, Liana seems quieter than usual. Are you okay? I'm not. I have a bone in my throat and I am sick. I am not okay. Are you okay? Because I'm not okay. Drink some water. Ugh, I hate being sick. Okay, moving on.
Something about this just doesn't seem right. New tax rules and new guards to enforce them? I came through here only a few days ago on my way to Meadow Hill, and the tax hadn't been changed then. It all seems too sudden.
Let's investigate. I think we got scammed. This really doesn't concern us. You see, I don't think it's a scam. Because, I mean, he seemed apologetic, like he was telling the truth. So maybe we should investigate. I don't know. We should find out what's going on here. Liana blinks.
Really?
I nod. We can't just leave it alone if something foul at play here. Liana smiles.
You're right.
I know
Anyway,
I'm right.
Let's go meet up with Zack.
I nod. We make our way to the lane of armory and smiths and peek through a few shop windows before we spot Zack. A guard looms over him. Uh-oh, this doesn't look promising. Leona frowns as we enter the shop.
This doesn't concern you. Stay out of it.
It became my concern when you threatened him in front of me.
Oh, what?
Threatened? All I told him was what may happen to his store if he doesn't pay up for these protective services.
Leave. Now.
The guard laughs.
What makes you think I'd listen to you?
Zack glares at the guard as he flips open his coat and reveals his discharger. He grips the second discharger on the table. The color drains from the guard's face.
2 dischargers with purple spheres and a black trench coat. It can't be.
Zack shifts slightly, increases the ferocity in his eyes. The guard tries to hide his fear with false bravado. Bravado? What the? That's not a word! He turns towards the shopkeeper. After imparting one last subtle threat, the guard hurries out of the shop, brushing past Leona and I. Zack relaxes and the shopkeeper sighs in relief.
Thank you.
That have to do with this new tax you mentioned?
The shopkeeper nods.
The taxes just keep growing. I've tried to keep my prices as low as possible for the customers, but then our taxes grow and, well, you saw what happens next.
His fingers tremble as he takes back the discharger. I think he's still shaken up by what happened.
I'm sorry. I still need a few more minutes to finish up the repairs. It would have been done by now if we hadn't been interrupted.
Zack nods. The weaponsmith gives him a grateful smile as he returns to his workroom. Tax issues again?
It looks like it's affecting all of the stores. And it's only going to get worse.
I'm not going to let it escalate.
Leon and I glance at Zack in surprise.
You two head to the inn. I have something to take care of first.
What are you planning to do?
I'm going to pay a visit to the mayor.
We'll help. We're coming too. Zack looks surprised.
Something here is just not right. We can't sit by and do nothing.
Yeah. The shopkeeper returns and places Zack's discharger on the counter.
All fixed.
Thanks. Here.
Zack offers coins to the vendor, who shakes his head.
Please, don't worry about it. You've already done me a huge favor by helping me with the guard.
Zack holsters his discharger and places the coins on the counter anyway.
I insist.
The shopkeeper looks conflicted, then sighs and nods gratefully. Zack leads the way out of the shop and through the town. His footsteps are long and full of purpose, which is a change from his quiet, cautious demeanor. Alrighty guys, well that is it. That is all I have for you today. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to Become a Cub if you aren't already. Comment down below what you thought of this episode. And if you want to see more, if you guys are interested, I have all my social media down in the description down below for you guys. I also have a Patreon if you guys want to go and pledge and support my channel and get rewards in return for it. I also have merch for you guys if you want to go check it out. It's kind of cool, you know. I got a bunch out there for you guys. But yeah, I love you guys and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Mwah.